Greetings. My name is Brenda Lopez. I'm the Housing Programs Manager for the Oxnard Housing Authority, and this item is regarding the Oxnard Housing Authority fiscal year 2023-2024 budget. Today, I will be presenting the budget for our two major programs, which are the public housing and the Section 8 program. I will first start off with the 2023-2024 public housing budget. The low-rent public housing program budget pertains to the 520 public housing units owned and operating by the Oxnard Housing Authority. The United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, which is referred to as HUD, requires for program budgets to be submitted by July 1st of each year. Each project area is funded and budgeted separately for the public housing unit developments. HUD establishes the estimated cost to run each project by using a project expense formula. This formula consists of the prior year's tenant rent plus utility expenses, and it is used to determine the estimated subsidy eligibility for the housing authority. The overall recommended budget is $7,352,123. For fiscal year 2023, the budgets were estimated using a 92% of the subsidy that was awarded to the Oxnard Housing Authority for calendar year 2022. As previously mentioned, our budget must be separated for each separate development. There are a total of 7 developments designated for the Oxnard Housing Authority, which are Colonia Village, Felicia Court, Colonia Road, Pleasant Valley, Plaza Vista, Scattered Sites, which consists of a couple of projects, and Palm Vista. For 2023-2024, the budgeted revenue is $4,998,120. In addition, it is estimated an operating subsidy of $584,500, management fees for $977,326, and other income in an amount of $432,580, for a grand total income of $6,992,526. This represents an increase from the prior fiscal year of $695,623. The projected expenses for 2023-2024 are totaling $7,352,123. This includes $3,151,564 for administrative expenses, tenant service $3,942, utilities $998,726, and maintenance $2,299,639. Overall, the budget compared to the income represents an operating deficit of $359,597. This is also an increase when compared to the prior fiscal year. The second program budget that I'm presenting today is a Housing Choice Voucher Program Section 8, which provides housing assistance payments to 1,904 families on the program. This includes programs for ongoing Section 8, mainstream, veterans, and 46 emergency housing voucher programs. The budget itself consists of 2 main items, which are the housing assistance payments, also referred to as HAP. These are funds that go directly through the housing authority to landlords in rent, and also administrative fees, which is funding to the Oxnard Housing Authority. Funding eligibility is based on the number of vouchers that are actually leased and a HUD established fee per unit leased. The administrative fees budget was based on the funding proration that was awarded to the Oxnard Housing Authority in calendar year 2022, which is 89.4% of funding eligibility. The 2023 HAP portion, again, this goes directly to the landlords, of the recommended budget is $27,962,770. The recommended administrative fees budget to the Oxnard Housing Authority is $2,885,647. The Housing Assistance Program fees budget is at a 0, and this is because all the funding received is paid directly to landlords for units leased. It is estimated that for the coming fiscal year, there will be an incoming income of $27,962,770. And again, we expect to expend it all in the amount of $27,962,770. This does represent an increase in funding from HUD of $5,649,714. The administrative fees budget, which is for the Oxnard Housing Authority, is estimated for the coming year to be as follows. Income, $2,581,409, and total expenses of $2,885,647. This represents a negative operating budget of $304,238. This is a decrease when compared with the prior year of $18,889. The financial impact of the proposed budget is for the low rent public housing budget, we will require $359,597 in central office cost center cash reserves. This cash reserves are a account that is set up to collect all indirect administrative costs that do not show a direct benefit to the project. The account currently has an approximate reserve balance of $1,100,000. The Housing Choice Voucher Section 8 program also requires $304,238 in the Section 8 program reserves to offset the deficit. The reserves has an approximate balance of $1,800,000. There is no impact to the city budget. Therefore, the recommendation is that the Community Services, Public Safety, Housing and Development Committee recommend that the Board of Commissioners of the Housing Authority of the City of Oxnard, 1, adopt a resolution approving and adopting the recommended $7,352,123 operating budget for the low rent public housing program for fiscal year 2023-2024, as presented for each project area, and to approve and authorize the use of $359,597 of unrestricted cash to fund the projected deficit. Secondly, to adopt a resolution approving and adopting the recommended $30,848,417 operating budget for the Housing Choice Voucher Program, Section 8, for fiscal year 2023-2024, and to approve and authorize the use of $304,238 of unrestricted cash to fund the projected deficit. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time.